Paleolithic hunters, they actually ate a lot of meat and some vegetables. And one of the things whenever the archaeologists go and they kind of look at the bones, the people that had consumed more meat, they had stronger, denser, and larger bones versus the people that only ate vegetables. So everybody always talks about, oh, meat's acidic, we shouldn't eat meat, that leaches calcium out of the bones, which it does to an extent. But the other thing that you're not told is that protein actually increases calcium absorption in the bloodstream. So it leaches the calcium out of your bones and goes into your urine. But the other point that nobody usually talks about is it actually promotes bone growth by increasing calcium absorption through the blood. And so, what are the best sources of calcium? Dairy is not an ideal source of calcium like most people believe. It does have some benefit, definitely, as dairy can be inflammatory. So that's another thing we'll talk about here in a minute. But live whole grain foods, sesame seeds, if you look, any one food has the highest source of calcium per amount of food that you have to eat. So just spread some calcium seeds on your salads, etc. One of the things that we also look at is the alkalinity and acidity of foods. More alkaline foods definitely are beneficial, and like I said, those are the live whole foods. Eat the colors of the rainbow: greens, reds, purples, yellows, oranges. And those are really good for you. The neutral foods are actually good fats and oils. And nobody talks about rice. Rice is more of a food that can actually take some calcium out of your bones just because it's the white food. So those are basically those foods that you should be eating. The National Osteoporosis Foundation, they put out a statement that says, current evidence shows no adverse effects in higher protein intakes. So we're actually getting to the point with many older people, how much protein should you eat? Of course, you should always verify everything with your physician, because if someone has renal impairment, stage 1, 2, or 3 renal disease, and you have to double check with your doctor, because high protein diets can actually affect your kidney function. But the goal now is anywhere from 0.8 grams per kilo of protein per day. That's the lowest amount. So I just give an example. 150-pound person, to find your weight in kilos, you divide your weight by 2.2. So 150 divided by 2.2 is 68 kilos. And you take that number and multiply that by 0.8, and that gives you your grams of protein per day that you should eat. And that instance would be 54 grams of protein. The high end is what they're recommending for many older adults now at 1.4 grams of protein per day. And that same weight person, 150 pounds, divided by 2.2, still the same kilo weight, which was 68 kilos, times 1.4, then that equals 81 grams of protein a day. So the range for this person would be from 54 to 81 grams of protein a day. You can actually Google protein in foods, and then you'll see a big list of how many proteins per ounce of serving that there is there. So, but much of the higher protein is actually protective against hip fractures. So that's why they're recommending that older adults should actually consume more protein. The next part I wanted to talk about is like the bottom line, that increased protein intake does increase urinary calcium excretion, but it increases calcium absorption. So there's always a net positive protein, a net protein there, net calcium in your bones. So eat a little bit more protein as you get older, but always check with your doctor. Thanks for watching. If this information was helpful, hit that thumbs up button down below. If you want more videos like this, hit the subscribe button down below, then ring the bell next to it. Also, if you know other people that you would want to share this link with, please do so, because I would love to help them on their journey to good health.